Hello student, all of you are welcome to this lecture for metric spaces. In previous lecture, we have studied Cauchy sequences and their properties. What is Cauchy sequence? If any sequence xn in the metric space xt is a Cauchy sequence, then for given epsilon positive, there exists a natural number capital N for which distance between xn and xm, that is distance between any 2 points of the sequence xn and xm, is less than epsilon whenever that m and n are greater or equal capital N. The sequence is called Cauchy sequence. Now we see what is complete metric space. A metric space XD is called as complete metric space if Cauchy sequence of that metric space is convergent. In general, we know every convergent sequence is Cauchy, but Cauchy sequence need not be convergent sequence. For example, the sequence 1 upon n in R with respect to usual metric is Cauchy sequence as well as it is convergent sequence. But if we consider this sequence in this metric space open interval at 0 and closed at 1, the interval which is open at 0 closed at 1 with respect to usual metric, then the sequence is Cauchy sequence over this metric space XD. Consider this set as X, but it is not convergent sequence because its limit is 0. In the limiting case, the sequence takes the value 0. 0 does not belong to this set. Hence, the sequence is not convergent over this interval which is open at 0 and closed at 1. Hence, every Cauchy sequence need not be convergent sequence, and those metric spaces in which this inclusion is true, that means every Cauchy sequence is convergent sequence, that metric spaces are called as complete metric spaces. We take some example. A metric space XT is called complete metric space if every convergent sequence, every Cauchy sequence in X is convergent sequence in X. For example, first set of real numbers with respect to usual metric is complete metric space. Because if we consider any sequence that is Cauchy sequence in the real numbers with respect to usual metric, then it will be convergent. We have seen the proof of this in previous lecture. Rn with respect to usual metric is complete metric space. What is the set Rn? This contains elements X in the form of n tuples x1, x2 up to xn, where xi belongs to set of real numbers for 1 less equal I less equal n. This is called the set Rn. Now we see whether this set is complete metric space. We prove this space is complete metric space. For that, consider any sequence in this metric space. If we consider a sequence, then points of that sequence are again in the form of n tuple. If xm is a sequence, is a Cauchy sequence in Rn, then the points of the sequence are x1, x2, x3, x4 and so on. Each point of the sequence is in the form of x1 is in the form of alpha 1 raised to 1, alpha 1 raised, alpha 2 raised to x1 is in the form of y1, y2, yn. Again x2 will be in the form of z1, z2 up to zn. Means each term of the sequence is again a n tuple. So we consider two terms of the sequence. For Cauchy sequence we need at least two terms of the sequence which are xn and xm. Then for given epsilon positive we consider the distance between xn and xm. Here we take 2 points of the sequence as xm and xp. Let xm is the point of the sequence given by alpha 1 raised to m, alpha 2 raised to m, alpha n raised to m. This is the nth point of the sequence. Means first point of the sequence x1 is given as alpha 1 raised to 1, alpha 2 raised to 1, alpha n raised to 1. What is the pth point of the sequence then? xp is equal to alpha 1 raised to p, alpha 2 raised to p, alpha n raised to p. As this sequence xm is a Cauchy sequence, then by definition of Cauchy sequence for given epsilon positive, as it is a Cauchy sequence for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists n belongs to set of natural numbers where d of xm xp is less than epsilon for all m p greater equal capital N. This is the definition of Cauchy sequence. Now we find d of xm xp in Rn. We know if x is in the form of x1, x2 up to xn, y is in the form of y1, y2 up to yn, then d of xy is given as x1 minus y1 square plus x2 minus y2 square plus xn minus yn square, and we take its square root. This can be written as summation xi minus yi square. So I varies from 1 to n and its square root raised to 1 by 2. So we write this distance by using this formula. Our x value, x point is xm and y point of the set Rn is xp. Hence d of xm xp is given by summation alpha I alpha I raised to m minus alpha I raised to p, bracket square and its half power. This is less than epsilon. See, the elements or the coordinates of the point xm and xp are alpha 1 raised to m and first coordinate of xp is alpha 1 raised to p. So we take this difference alpha I raised to m minus alpha I raised to p, where I varies from 1 to n. This is what d of xm xp. Now we squaring both sides, we get summation I equal to 1 to n alpha I raised to m minus alpha I raised to p square is less than epsilon square. If we expand this sum, then what we get? Alpha 1 raised to m minus alpha 1 raised to p square plus alpha 2 raised to m minus alpha 2 raised to p square plus alpha 1 n raised to m minus alpha n raised to p its square less than epsilon square. See, the left side is positive because left side is found by taking addition of positive term. Each term is in the form of square of real number, hence each term of this left side is positive, that is less than epsilon square. This means alpha 1 raised to m minus alpha 1 raised to p square is less than epsilon square. The left side is what? Addition of n positive terms. It is less than epsilon square. So each positive term is less than epsilon square. In general, we write this as alpha I raised to m minus alpha I raised to p square less than epsilon square for all 1 less equal I less equal n. If we take square root of this term, we get mod of alpha I raised to m minus alpha I raised to p is less than epsilon. Since we have considered epsilon is the smallest positive number, then its square root is epsilon. What is implied? This is the definition of usual metric space in the set of real numbers, because these points of the sequence belongs to Rn. Each coordinate of this point, that is alpha I raised to m for I equal to 1 to n and alpha I raised to p for I equal to 1 to n, belongs to the set of real numbers. This is what? The distance between two real numbers. It is less than epsilon. This means d of, we have considered this metric as d. Suppose this is denoted by du. Du of alpha I raised to m alpha I raised to p is less than epsilon for all 1 less equal I less equal n, where du is usual metric on set of real numbers. This gives sequence alpha I is a Cauchy sequence. This implies the sequence alpha I raised to m for all 1 less equal I less equal n is Cauchy sequence. Because of what? This d of xm xp less than epsilon for all mp greater equal capital N. So for every m greater equal capital N, we have alpha I raised to m, d of alpha I raised to m and alpha I raised to p is less than epsilon. This means alpha I raised to m is a Cauchy sequence in R. But we know R is a complete metric space, hence that Cauchy sequence should be converged in set of real numbers. But R is complete metric space, hence the sequence alpha I raised to m for m greater equal cap 1 less equal I less equal n is convergent sequence. For all I, suppose that converges to x1. If alpha I raised to m converges to xi for 1 less equal I less equal n, then the sequence given by this point, then the sequence xm converges to the point x, where x is equal to x1, x2 up to xn. See, the nth term of the sequence is n tuple, is this element is in the form is in Rn, so it is in the form of n tuple. Each element of this tuple is a real number, and that element representing the Cauchy sequence in set of real numbers. but R is complete metric space, therefore that sequence should be convergent sequence. Hence alpha I raised to m is convergent for all I and m greater equal 1. Means the term of the sequence are in the form of alpha form. If we fix the value of I, then we get alpha 1 raised to 1, alpha 1 raised to 2, alpha 1 raised to 3 and so on. These are what distinct terms of the sequence alpha I raised to m, and this sequence is converging to x1. In general, alpha I raised to m converges to xi. Then we get the limit of the sequence xm is x, which is in the form of n tuple x1 x2 up to xn. This implies what? The sequence xn is convergent sequence in Rn because it converges to one point of the set Rn. Hence, every Cauchy sequence is convergent sequence. Therefore, R raised to n is complete metric space. Thank you.